Hello everybody, this is Bash from Oud and welcome. Today I would like to talk to you about this beautiful perfume. I think it's beautiful. From the Les Heures Voyageuses from Cartier, which means the traveling hours, I'm pretty sure, translated from French. And as you already know, if you have watched any of my previous videos about this collection, because I have talked before about Oud Rose, and I believe I have mentioned Oud Menthe also, but yeah, I will be talking more about them. I decided to talk about this one today because I've been wearing it all day, and I've been wearing quite a bit in the last 2 weeks, and this is actually my second bottle because I had a 15 ml travel spray from this that is just great for traveling, and I think I finished that. Yeah. So before we spray the perfume, I'd like to talk to you about the presentation again, because I did talk about the presentation when I talked about Oud Rose. But so this is the old presentation. Oud Mint. It says somewhere there. Let me see if I can get the right. Goodness. Okay, right there, I think. Yeah. So the current one doesn't have this mirrored finishing to it. It has some sort of a design in the back. Only the bottle, it looks exactly the same, the shape, but the cap changed, so it's a clear bottle with a pretty design on the back, and the cap is white with a gold thread around, and it's magnetic. I quite enjoy the current bottle too, but I really love this bottle too. I think this mirrored effect, it's just stunning. Isn't it beautiful? Like this whole thing is just so beautiful. And the cap is glass, and it says Cartier Parfum. But the one thing that made me sad actually about the transitioning of packaging was the box, because I am one of the people that appreciate a good, complete packaging, and this is what it used to look in the past. So this was the sleeve that had Oud Mint in the bottom, and it also had a sticker in the front. And as you can see, it's quite sturdy, and it came with this. It's like. And like really strong, beautiful presentation. Like it's literally presented like jewel, and like really sturdy. And also the top of the box had this design that has in their jewelry boxes too. And then they changed to this flimsy one that I'm not really that happy with, because it looks and feels a lot cheaper. Like, you know, like it's just not the same. I guess it's a way of them saving money. Oh well. I really like this. Oh, okay, so this is the design that's on the back of the current bottle, but this is Oud Absolu. So, but I don't think it looks exactly the same, but it's this idea. So yes, let me spray this perfume. If you're wondering what is this nutcase doing spraying so much of a perfume that has oud, if you're not familiar with this line from Cartier, the oud that's used in here, it's not pungent, it's not barnyardy, it's not animalic. It's more to the woody side of oud. It's not that super resinous, heavy, sticky anything. It's just not too much of anything. It's just a woody side of oud, slightly medicinal at times depending on the perfume. And the idea behind this line is to showcase one specific ingredient being blended with oud. In this case, it's the mint, and they have the Oud Menthe, Oud Mint, Oud Rose, which I have talked about, Oud Pink, which is a different kind of rose, more pink because Oud Rose is very red. It's a very red rose. And then Oud Radio, which is oud and ginger, and Oud Absolu, which is the box for this one, which is like more oud. And then they have Oud and Oud. So the idea, her idea, is to showcase one specific note with a oudy base. So yes, and if you think like, how does that work? Oud Mint, like we don't really see a lot of that, and it's I love it. I think it's a perfect combination because it's like you have a very dark note being oud. It's not super dark in these perfumes, but it's dark, oudy, woody. And then you have a note that's very fresh, and you put them together and it's like kind of chiaroscuro effect. It's shades of brightness and light and darkness at the same time, and it's just really, really beautiful. The mint that's in here, it's a kind of a dark green, fresh and very clean. Mint is not a note that I enjoy overall. I have a problem with mint, actually, generally speaking. This is the first perfume actually ever that I really, really love mint as a note that's in the forefront of the profile of the scent, because of how it's blended beautifully with the dark side of oud. And it just works. It just works. You don't expect a whole lot from it because it's literally this, oud and mint. And it opens with a big burst of mint, quite green, slightly sharp, which is something, which is one of the main issues that I have with mint in general, with most of the perfumes that I have smelled, because it's just very sharp and sneeze-inducing to me. Not in here, because at the same time that it's super green and dark and fresh, I just said it already. It's dark, so and it doesn't really change a whole lot. If one thing after the dry down, or during the dry down, the mint kind of goes, it settles a little bit, and the oud becomes a little bit more predominant. So you do get a little bit more of the woody aspects of the oud, and the mint is subdued a little bit, but it's still present. You get to smell the mint throughout the whole life of the perfume. I remember the last trip to Montreal this April, we had lunch with some friends that are perfume enthusiasts as well. And one of them, they all loved it. All of them really, really loved it. Especially, and it was funny because I think one or two of them weren't really that much into oud, and they really, really liked it. This and the Oud Absolu, I think so. And one of them managed to find a 15 ml travel size of this one not long after, because she really, really loved it. And she had tried it before already, but I guess it didn't really work for her then. But after trying it again, she was like, "Oh, this is stunning!" Yeah, everybody loved this perfume unanimously, pretty much. But yes, it's pretty straightforward. Oud and mint. Expect this. I don't get a whole lot from this. And the perfumer, if I have not mentioned yet, is Mathilde Laurent. She's the one behind pretty much all the perfumes from Cartier, and she's phenomenal. She is one of my favorite perfumers, no doubt. I really think she has a great talent, and I love her creations. Yeah, it's still quite fresh. It's still very minty, but it's on a base of woody oud. So if you haven't smelled this, please try to find it. I know it's a bit hard and it's complicated and expensive. So I do not recommend blind buying at all. I never do. But if you can't find, please get a sample, and I'd love to hear what you think. And if you want to discuss with me what you think of the presentation, I'd love to hear. Maybe I'm being too hard on the packaging, but I don't know. So thank you so much for your time, of attention, and spending time with me. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And the world does need more beauty lovers. Bye.